My name is Bilha Jones. I am taking the invasive cardiovascular technology for this fall quarter, and I'm here to represent about my MBTI personality type. I took the Human Metrics version of the MBTI test, and the result came out as ENFJ. State preference for extraversion over introversion is 6%, moderate preference for intuition over sensing 41%, moderate preference for feeling over thinking 28%, slight preference for judging over perceiving 6%. Here is my result. The scores are fairly mild in some dimensions, meaning that when I lean towards extroversion and judging, I may still sometimes behave in more introverted or inflexible ways. The strongest trait is towards intuition, which is 41%, and feeling, which is 28%. Those suggest I prefer focusing on possibilities, meanings, and values of a concrete detail, and that I make decisions more by considering people-wide harmony than pure logic. The straight extroversion or just judging margins tell me I do enjoy social interactions and structure, but not in an extreme way. I am outgoing, but not too much. Okay. What I learned about ENFJ meaning for when you compare my strengths and my challenges. On the side of being strength, on my strengths, I'm warm. I'm very warm. I find myself interacting to people easily. I'm empathetic, and that has led me to work in healthcare because I'm very empathetic. I get myself to understand. I get myself in people's shoes and understand how they feel and treat them how they're supposed to be treated at a particular moment. Yeah. I'm good at listening. I'm good at reading others' minds. That way, I'm able to interact well with them and know how best I can help them. Yeah, challenges that comes with that is because I overcommit and neglect myself. That one I'll emphasize a little bit on an incident whereby I am at home and I'm called for work and I'm so tired. I don't feel like I should do anything for that day, but I'm called in and my mind tells me I should go and take part. I should go and help. I should go, and not because I'm paid, but because I feel I need to fill that gap. That's a challenge for me because I don't know mostly how to say no to situations whereby people need me, like urgently need me. Yeah, another one is I'm inspiring, motivational. Yeah, my friends. I motivate my friends. I motivate my family members or anybody who is across me. If I'm good at communication, I'll communicate. I am open to talk about how I feel. I'm very good at that. Challenges that come with that is I get hurt by criticism. Yeah. Then another strength that comes with that is I'm visionary, I'm future oriented, and values driven. The challenge that comes with that is I can struggle with details or pragmatism. The last one on the strengths on that too is I'm very organized, decisive, and loves harmony. I get challenged because I work very hard to avoid the conflict or or when I get tough feedbacks from making some decisions and being stuck to them. And yeah, not everybody has that character. not everyone will be organized, and that's a very big challenge for me. It makes me feel awful when people don't follow that. Yeah. ENFJs mostly are described as givers, people who want to just help, who enjoy guiding, mentoring, or reading. They're naturally unused to others' emotions and social, which I am. Social dynamics and can often bring people together around shared values or causes. On the flip side, ENFJs can sometimes take on too much, neglect their own needs, or avoid necessary conflicts in order to maintain peace. Because they prefer big picture thinking, they might struggle with the fine details or pragmatics. They may also be sensitive to criticism or rejection, since so much of how they make decisions is tied up with people's feelings. Knowing this allows me to lean mostly on my strengths, while being mindful of the pitfalls. In reflecting, I see many parts of that fit. For example, I often find myself energized when interacting with others, leading group projects, encouraging classmates. I enjoy discussing ideas and possibilities more than grinding through minutiae, which matches the intuition side. And I find making decisions based on how people will feel or how it will affect harmony comes naturally rather than strictly logic. However, there are times when I feel more reserved or need solitude. Also stressful periods, I sometimes get bogged down in details of conflict, which feels less natural. So I think the ENFJ label captures a core pattern, but absolutely every moment. My celebrity and fiction matches for my ENFJ, for example, Barack Obama, Emma Stone, Oprah Winfrey. Yeah, one famous person often typed as ENFJ is Barack Obama. Another one often mentioned is Emma Stone or Oprah Winfrey. I feel a connection, especially with Barack Obama, because of his calm leadership, empathy, ability to bring people together, his vision orientation, and his emphasis on inclusiveness. If I pick a fiction character, perhaps someone like a teacher, leader, or a mentor in a story fits best, I'll just pick someone who guides others, helps them see possibilities, like the way our instructor Kosan is doing to help us see the program that we're taking right now in a positive way, even if we don't have, we have not seen others ahead of us. I'll choose Professor Kosan. I was not shocked that those people show up. Their public persona reflects many of the same values I admire: connection, purpose, caring for others. I chose Obama's quote. This one I have to read her eyes. I analyze one of his quotes. Change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones we have been waiting for. It resonates with me because it captures a sense of responsibility, urgency, and purpose. The idea that if we want to see something better, we ourselves have to step forward. I see that in how I often feel drawn to lead, to inspire, to mobilize others. Alternatively, Emma Stone's ideas of truly knowing people's stories so you can understand them also speaks to the deep value I place on empathy and connection. About the surprise learnings and insights on that, one surprise was how mild some margins were. I expected stronger dominance in some axes, but this shows I have flexibility. Also, in the judging versus perceiving, tilt being only slightly reminds me I still can be flexible so long as I don't overcommit or rigidity. From this, one insight is to remember to rest and not burn out by always helping others. I'll try to protect time for myself. I set boundaries. I'll also try to work more on details and follow through, stepping into more balance. I think this awareness can help me in group projects, leadership roles, and interpersonal conflicts. Overall, the biggest learning is seeing how the pattern fits much of my behavior, but also having the humility to see exemptions. This personality map is useful for, but not absolute. It's a guide for growth. To wrap up with that, being ENFJ gives me a useful lens to say why I operate the way I do, why I'm drawn to helping others, energetic in social meetings, focused on meaning and connection. It also reminds me to be vigilant about balance, not losing myself while serving others, at growing in areas like detail, boundary, and resilience. I'm glad to have this self-insight, and I hope you enjoyed a brief journey with me. I will be waiting to hear what others have done and if my personalities fit them. That way we can walk this journey together. Thank you so much. Bye.